Hey, I'm Weekend Gabe, and you're checking out Weekend at Gabe's, and thanks for checking out this latest episode. While you're here, also follow us on these social medias at Weekend Gabe, at Weekend at Gabe's, and also at The Real Sam Crane. Thanks for checking us out. We're going to switch over to our guest, who's based out of California, San Diego. One of my homies, Joe Haas, from Dag Savage, is out of Diego as well. So it's a pleasure to introduce Sawsun to Weekend at Games, joining us here for Style Week. Good evening, sir. How are you?
What's up, y'all? How you doing?
We're
good,
great,
mate.
We're
You
great.
got the sun coming in from the room. You look elegant, man. You look like a CEO.
Hey, man, I'm trying. I'll take it.
We are excited to have you on. You have the website up. Sam, help me, please.
SanDiegoSneaks.com.
Sorry, I'm doing a
You
lot.
can check it out, and we got some new drops on the way. Am I right, man?
Yeah, man, working on a few stuff. Just been trying to stay consistent with it, really, more than anything. Got a couple new shirts, a couple old classic ones we did that were like remastering them, trying to get them nicer, more durable, more comfortable. Socks, little lighters, bucket hats. So just trying to start, dipping our toe into more things and giving you like more lifestyle products that you could like live your whole life around. So yeah, excited for that.
That's absolutely what I've been noticing from y'all lately is just like the increase in quality with each new drop. It goes to a different level.
Thank you, bro. I'm trying. Yeah. So, still a long way to go, but definitely, every single time try to make sure coming with something new or improving. So yeah, I appreciate that.
All right, so let's wind the clocks all the way back to the beginning, man. Because I've known you since freshman year of college.
FT.
FT, baby. And you have been at this for a while, and it all started with sneakers. Am I right?
Yeah, man. So yeah, we've been knowing each other, like you said, since freshman year of college at Santa Barbara. So shoot, since you know me and since way before that, I've been into like more than anything basketball, which sneakers comes along with that. And I always kind of wanted to start my own thing. So when we finished at Santa Barbara, I came back and kind of just wanted to get something going. And I always had a bunch of shoes laying around, so I was like, you know what, let me try to do something with this. So I started reselling shoes, and I was doing that, and it was gaining a little bit of traction around San Diego. And then my friend Tyson and I, who I went to high school, middle school with, all that, we put on this basketball tournament in our hometown at the rec center, and I made shirts for everyone who was participating in the tournament. And then people came to the tournament, and people were liking the shirts. So from that, I kind of took my first orders, and then from that point, I kind of like in my head view that as the birth of the brand. And since then, I like in that next year started transitioning more to making my own original clothing and less reselling until I totally cut that off. And now it's just clothing brand, working on trying to stay consistent and keep getting better with the stuff. So yeah.
Absolutely.
How does basketball influence your designs, the coloring, the just the energy that you're trying to get projected from your attire? Like how does sports play a huge factor in that?
For sure. Well, it's true to me, and I'm the one making the brand, so it kind of just bleeds through it. Like, shoot, if you look at my shirt right now, this is one of our designs. You look in the back, we got the Kobe, and even the artwork my homie Jack Reddy did, big basketball in the middle. So if you know me, basketball is like definitely a huge part of my life. So it really just kind of bleeds through to everything I and we do, kind of just authentically based off that.
Yeah. And let's talk about the Sneak Summer Classic right quick, because y'all got derailed last year because of COVID. But that initial jump when y'all were giving out the first T-shirts, that became a thing. You guys are a community staple. You've been doing this for years now.
Yeah, man, working on it. Thank you. So we got two. We got two in the books. 2018 was the first one, and then the next year we did it 2019. Our goal is to run it usually every 4th of July weekend of the summer on a Saturday. And then last year, obviously, like you guys said, had to get pushed back. So we're running it July 17th this year, and we're excited about getting back to it. But yeah, it's a cool day, man. Definitely great competition. All the homies come out, and even random people from SD and out of town too. Like we have some SB people coming down this year. But it's great competition, and then it's just a cool little vibe. It's like a block from the beach, and all the homies come through and watch, and we have good food. The homie John Kim from LA, he does these Korean inspired tacos. Best shit I ever had. So he's gonna be there. I swear you guys gotta try it. It's crazy. But he's gonna be there. So we just try to put together like a cool little day for the homies. The homie Ian's gonna be performing a little thing at the intermission. We're gonna have a DJ. So the aim, obviously, number one, first and foremost, is like great basketball, great competition. But number two, for the community to be able to enjoy it as a whole and put like a whole, holistic event for them to enjoy.
And that should be emphasized a little bit, because this isn't rec league ball. Y'all hoop for real. Because I play basketball with you, man, and y'all hoop for real.
I mean, I think so for sure. You know, I feel good about my game, and all the homies we be playing with are pretty good too. So yeah.
I haven't seen Sam play. I need to evaluate.
You don't want to see that, man. You don't want to see that. You don't need that in your life.
Sam would kick him in the corner with the Reggie Miller jersey on, hit a few.
Oh yeah, just a couple. I like that corner. That's my spot.
I imagine Sam is like Adam Sandler walking on the court, and everyone just like, "What's gonna happen?"
Adam Sandler, nice though. I swear, man. Like, obviously, he's like old and not that athletic, but he has like the sauce in his game. Like, you see it, he'll throw one and hit him with the no look, and like he's a hooper.
He's smart up there. So yeah. Well, that's what a lot of people talk about. That what in your mind, what separates a hooper from just a basketball player?
Knowing how to play. It's like a lot of people who are really skilled, but they'll just be like dribble, take a shitty shot. So I don't know. I feel like just knowing how to play, like understanding teammates, situations, shit like that, makes it beautiful to play. And when it's the opposite way, it makes it hella frustrating. So yeah.
How has this last year? I know you got the fuck racism shirt on, which is fantastic. But how has this past year? We're just talking about today marks the 1 year anniversary of George Floyd's death. How has that made you reevaluate your designs, the messaging that you want to project on your work? How has that changed, if anything?
Yeah, that's crazy. First and foremost, shout out to the homie Ryan Robertson. Sam, you might know him. I don't know. He was in SB with us, but he actually made this design. This is the one and only design that from my brand that I didn't do all myself. So this is like the multicolored basketball thing. That was all him. So shout out him first and foremost. But to answer the question, I mean, it definitely changed. It was like an experience for the brand because that was my first time coming up on like a big social point. And it was something, that I felt a way about, like even when Cap was kneeing and stuff, that's like stuff that I understood and supported. So once it got to a big point, I felt like I have the brand. So now, it's like my outlet to speak on it. And I did it and I raised some good money for it, which was cool, but also kind of something I learned through the way. I ended up doing I don't know if y'all remember the Armenia stuff that happened a couple months later, but I did that too. Something I kind of just started to feel along the way is like, it was great to do it, and I'm happy to step up and try to use my voice to, hopefully raise some money or speak on the issue. But also something I realized too is I have to stay within the brand, and I can't just feel a pressure to do it. So if it's something that I want to do, then great. But I don't. Pretty much when I started doing that, I felt like I didn't want to now have to feel like anytime something happens, I have to do my thing on it because I don't, but it was an experience, and I'm definitely happy to have been able to raise some money for the cause and share my perspective on it. I'll say that.
Yeah, and absolutely. And another thing I want to talk about, since we're on sort of messaging with the brand, are the Lakers sweatshirts, or the Kobe sweatshirts as they are now known. So that was obviously released before the tragic accident. So it was this organic thing, and then this cultural moment happened, and it became this entirely different thing. So talk about sort of the evolution of that product? Because it took off in a sort of crazy different way.
Yeah, man. Like you said, I mean, if you know me, ever since I met you from the first day, it's like, if you know me, I'm like, Kobe is my whole shit. But then obviously once he died, it became a whole bigger thing. And like, obviously it's more important shit going on in the world when he died than my hoodie. But I was like, in that sense, a little upset because, not upset, but it just was like, it felt weird and it was bad timing and shit because I didn't want to feel like I was making like a fuckboy play of trying to like profit or gain off that. So I kind of took it down for a little bit. Now I have it back. You know, it's honestly, I would say one of my best, if not my best products. You have one, right?
Absolutely, I do. Yeah, no, my girl was just wearing it yesterday. I would bring it out, but it's a little bit dirty right now.
No, it's all good. But yeah, it's definitely like one of my better products, if not my best, and it's like something that is like a special one to me too. So I brought it back. I bring them back periodically. I'm actually doing a restock right now. Hopefully trying to get a few of these NBA guys before the season's over. So I've been crunch time. I don't know if I'll get it out in time, but we'll see. But so I'm bringing them back soon. But yeah, it was interesting when that happened because trying to figure out what the right thing to do in that situation is interesting. And I also ended up like I made a Kobe shirt with a design I made after he died, and like even that one, like it was something I didn't even want to put out, but people wanted it, so I did it, and I ended up like donating some to that Mamba on 3 Foundation, which was cool. But even that was like a weird feeling of like the timing. But I don't know. I mean, it's something.
I think that's what I appreciate about your brand in general is that sort of cautious. It's still cautious, but still organic. You know what I mean? Because you didn't do it in like a, oh, I got to get this cash right now. Like this is the moment.
It's real.
You know?
It's like really, you know, like one of my favorite, if not my favorite people died. Like naturally, I'm gonna like I just made this graphic just like because I wanted to make it, and I just posted it on my gram because I thought it was like the 81 when he was walking off. I put that in the middle of the NBA logo and like changed it to Laker colors and put a little dove in the corner instead of NBA. So it was like authentic, like it wasn't some fake shit I did. So yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Where does your your biggest like I don't say inspiration, but like your best thoughts come from for designs? Like while you're in like reading, in the shower, driving.
It's
basketball.
so random. It's so random, bro. The first one, the one that jumped off the whole logo or the whole brand, which is
oh yeah, I got this one too. I got this
NBA
one too.
palm tree logo.
Yeah.
This came like by accident damn near when I was making the shirt for the first tournament. It was just like the little graphic I made for the front, and then it ended up like becoming the staple of the brand. And you know, it's really random, I guess, to answer your question. I have an idea here, I have an idea there, and hopefully I might write it down. And there's a million I've written down and never even got to doing. But yeah, it's really random, man. Just yeah, hope to like always think of some cool stuff and be able to like execute it. But I really can't give. There's no. You just gotta. I guess I just gotta hope for him to come through.
Do you ever have a hard time with like people being like, you know, at a party, it's like, yo, Sawsun, I got it. Throw it on a shirt, man. Just like throw this thing on a shirt, man.
Yeah, I mean, everyone always wants like their own little thing, and usually it's cool. Like if you're the homie and I like your idea, I'll go ahead and like if I could do it, make it like get one of those for you or whatever. But yeah, also like. You know, at the end of the day, it's my thing. So if I feel the idea, then great. Like, shout out to you for hooking it up. And if I don't, then like, be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. What's one of the worst ideas has been pitched to you? You don't have to like call them out, but like, what's the idea?
I don't know if I've got any like horrible ones, honestly. And even if I do, I can't remember. I can't remember getting a really bad one. Even if I do, it's like I appreciate you being invested or caring enough to even like be thinking of some shit and telling me, so that's cool. Yeah. So it's like all love regardless.
So what I've noticed over like the past year or so, because I got the tee on right now, you know, the iced tea, the pink colorway, you know what it is. But I've been noticing this focus on quality, and we talked about it sort of at the middle of the interview or the beginning of the interview. What like have you learned the most since you started into now about quality of clothing?
I would say it's something. What my answer is going to be something that I would say I knew from the jump, but just maneuvering through the space, and I still have so much to learn. I don't know shit and learning every day, but like maneuvering through the space, you kind of learn how to improve the quality. But my answer would be like, what did I learn, or what's the most important thing about the quality is like I want it to be something that like me and the homies can wear. Like I really wear my shit like 80-90% of the time, and like head to toe I'll always have something of mine on, so it's like product that I legitimately stand on and like vouch for. Like you know, I definitely care about my dress. It's like a big way of self-expression, and it's like if I'm feeling my stuff good enough to like want to wear it, then that's a good sign to me. Off top. But then beyond that, like you start learning and noticing little details. Like when I was first making my shirts, they had the little tear off tags from the manufacturer. So like even doing little shit like getting a neck label printed on, doing the little ham tags. I think yours has the ham tag on it,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. I think
Okay.
low-key mine fell off, but like, yeah.
Dude, and that even that so when I was doing that, I was sewing them myself, so it wasn't even getting them done legitimately. Now we're getting them done at like the production house, but I'll just be like learning this shit totally on my own, and like you know, sometimes I fuck up. It's not always perfect. Like, damn, I can't believe that. I hate to hear that, but you know,
I'm not even mad at it, bro. The shirt is way too fly. I wear it
hell
all the
yeah.
time.
But like even that's an example of something like, you know, next time that's gonna be improved. And it's like, you know, I keep learning through the way, and it's only been a couple years down, so it's a long way to go.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, definitely just focus on like every release, trying to be more attention to detail and better garments.
Yeah.
All right. Before we let you go, Sauce, that we're going to ask you to critique the new era hats. Obviously, Sam and I are not fashion designers, but we are very opinionated. And having a thought about this a moment ago, we were sharing this. So I want your thought on this to confirm whether or not we have this take all wrong. But is this some of the worst shit you've ever seen?
Well, first off, your guys' take is your guys' take. It can't be right or wrong because it's your take. But you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna straight up say some of them are cool, some of them not. I'm not gonna straight up say I like or dislike it. One thing I will say is I respect the chance taken and doing something different. That's cool in itself, whether you like it or not, I think. And then also LeBron, I don't know if y'all remember when he first came to the Lakers, he had that like that LA hat with all this stuff around it. So I think this is like definitely, I love that hat, by the way. Like these ones aren't as good, obviously, I don't think. But I mean, I kind of like, I'm into that style and the chance taking. Certain ones, like I think if you go back down, like that Cincinnati one, the Cleveland one is kind of cool. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Also, everyone has their own opinion, and it looks like Twitter's kind of dragging them. So it seems like a popular opinion may not be favorable, but I think at least I respect them taking a chance, and I don't think they're that. I think they're maybe kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah, a couple of them are kind of fly, right? You know what?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Gabe. It's not all of them, but I will die on the Cincinnati hat hill. That one was kind of fly. I'm not even gonna.
Also, one thing, man, I have to shout out my bro, Jordan J. Terry. He has his own brand, Loverboy. If you go on Instagram, it's Loverboy New York, I think. But he has these hats, man. He does the fitteds of like just big cities with like these 10-hour heart patches all over him. It's so hard. I don't even know if y'all will end up looking at it or like whoever's watching, but yeah, you guys should check that out, Loverboy New York, and I think he's gonna put some out soon. So like, I think while we're on the topic of the hats, the bro has like the most fire hat to me. Absolutely. So yeah, Drewski was wearing it and all that shit. So like,
word. I think I know the hat you're talking about too.
Yeah, Drewski wears it all the time, bro. He was wearing it on the sneaker shopping. So yeah, that's the homie, Jay Terry.
Word. Wait, one last question before I let you go. Sauce, what's the sneaker, man? What's the sneaker you couldn't go a day without? If you saw it on the street, don't matter the price.
I got some shit to show you guys.
What's the sneaker?
One sneaker, bro. I was just thinking about this the other day. Easy Red Octobers is like a tough one. But I'm gonna go with something real big, like some staple shit. It has to be black cement 3s or like my black and yellow ones. I've owned those like 4 different times. That's one of my favorite shoes. And then besides that, like an OG one, like a Bread or a royal blue. I got these little Pantone sample 4Ts. These shits never came out. I just had to show those real quick. I got some more. Hold on, one more. These aren't even mine. I'm not even trying to flex. I'm just selling these for a homie. So I'm just selling this for people who appreciate it because it's just cool. This Friends and Fam Quinn 54. I don't even love them, but it's like 54 pairs of these in the world, I think. So kind of cool. But yeah, while we're on the topic of sneakers,
yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Well, before we let you go, 30 seconds, Sawsun, that help me get my closet right for the summer. You got 30 seconds to tell me what do I need to do to get my closet right, get my fit right for the summer. Because Sam
do
says
what you like, be comfortable. And recently, man, I be wearing some crazy shit, so I can't fully say that. But like, I've been going towards simplicity. So I'll say, make sure you like it, make sure you're comfortable, and when in doubt, simplicity and classics can never go wrong.
All right. And that's all we need to know. Thank you so much for joining us here on Weekend at Gabe's, man. We appreciate you joining us. SanDiegoSneaks.com is the website you want to go check out, and it has all the freshest and latest gear from Sawsun and his team who are putting out excellent West Coast clothing. We appreciate you joining us here on the show tonight to talk about style on Style Week.
Thank you, boys. Thanks for having me, Sam. Good to see you, bro. It's been a minute.
Good to see you, man.
I'm
gonna get out west and get up with you soon. I promise.
Most definitely. But yeah, big love to you guys. Thank you.
Listen, if you want to get my closet started with some fresh sneaks, I will definitely welcome that.
We'll get you right. I got a show left for you guys having me on, so I'll tap in with you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, man.
You guys. Take care.
All right, please.
That was Sawsun here on Weekend at Gabe. Sneaks is the brand, and definitely want to go check.
I gotta tell this quick story before we transition. Guess the day we moved out of our dorms freshman year, me and Sauce were up drinking the night before, and we were like, "Oh man, I'm really gonna be upset if this is like the last time I see you," because we just like used to live on the same floor. You never know if that's a relationship that's going to continue. Anyways, I'm moving out. I come out the stairs, literally like walking out of the building, and I run face first into Sawsun, and he's like, "Yo, I'm so happy I caught you." And we shared this like awesome moment, and that's when I knew he was going to be on some really awesome stuff in the future. So shout out San Diego Sneaks. Follow him on all social media platforms at San Diego Sneaks, and you can follow Sawsun and everything that he's got going on at Sawsun S.
Hey, I'm Weekend Gabe. Thanks for checking out this latest episode of Weekend at Gabe's. Click on any of the links swirling around my head, and also hit the subscribe button while you're here. Thanks for checking out us here on YouTube.